Okay, are you currently in a headspace to receive notes? Stupid. Just say right before New Year's? Great. It was right before New Year. All town, holiday parties were filled with joy, catharsis. See, everyone had been stuck inside for years, so they were overflowing with holiday cheer. When out in the sky, there arose such a clatter. The Los Angeles streets were blank white. Now, usually this means a forest fire's ash, but this was not the usual climate disaster. And then in a twinkling, Crickett's Angelinos knew they were snowed in at their holiday party. Nothing to do. So they split into teams and picked a good cause and competed in games. Back to applause. They'd quiz one another on news young and old, from Steve Bannon's surrender to who took Olympic gold. They battled it out dawn until dusk, on takes hot as mansions a mensch to pro Elon Musk. They'd predict 22 with a festive demeanor, fueled by gallons of eggnog, VCR. They'd see who remembers news we shared on our pods. No one thought the snowed-in concept was odd. The more games they played, the more donations flowed in. Because when you give to no off years, all of us. The audience cheered, and the Cricket family did too, to start the new year with hope instead of a coup. And when the streets were plowed, and they were finally home in bed, visions of a functional democracy in their heads. Are you kidding? This is more than I've read all year. We're done. Let's get into it. What a year.
Hello, Los Angeles. It's wonderful to be with you. Can you guys hear me? Yeah! How's everybody doing? You guys can fade that music out whenever you want. Hey everybody, thanks for being here. No off years. Do something. Sound like more people. Yeah, great. We might be trapped in a blizzard. We might not. We might have to eat each other's frozen corpses to survive, but if by luck we do make it out of this icy tundra, we want to make sure that on the other side of that snowbank, still a democracy. So tonight we're going to be raising money for No Off Years, our fund to register voters in the battleground states where those new voters make all the difference in 2022 and beyond. At the end of the night, we'll be announcing how much money we've raised together. So as we look back on 2021, we're also looking ahead and hoping you'll do the same. So please donate what you can to help us support organizations that are on the ground doing the work we need to be doing all year long. Also, before we get to our show, we want to thank our incredibly kind presenting sponsor of What a Year, Imperfect Foods, and Bev, which graciously supplied us with a fair amount of wine. Thank you for doing that. Very nice of you. Are you ready for some reindeer games? Let's get into it. What a year. Some years you ease into, like a warm bath or a prestige television show in the mid-2000s where a friend says, stick with it. It really picks up. Not 2021. 2021 is more like Squid Game. We're a few minutes in and it's like, holy fuck, anything can happen this year. All bets are off. People are just getting back from the holidays. And what's that on CNN? Mitt Romney is running for his life from the Capitol Rotunda trying to evade a murderous group of baby boomers who met on Facebook. 2021, let's go. On January 6th, goaded by the president and his fellow right-wing authoritarians, Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in an attempt to stop the certification of Joe Biden's victory. It was the day we came terrifyingly close to America's worst-case scenario, losing Mike Pence. In response to an attempt to overthrow our democracy, Democrats and a few politically stupid Republicans voted to make Donald Trump the only U.S. president in history to be impeached twice. Fun to call them politically stupid for doing it. And he probably would have impeached a third time if we didn't steal that election. a fact. In February, fulfilling a campaign promise, the Biden administration announced that the United States had rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement. France is like, if you're going to be brutal. If you're back in, why are you selling so many F-150s and burning so much coal? Because we were on a break, France. Friends. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West split up after 7 years of marriage. You know what they say? God closes a door, he opens a Pete Davidson. That means. What that means. Also this year, conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh died. And I learned that Costco won't print you a cake for that. This was the year God said to Prince Philip what Joe Manchin said to the Biden agenda. You're not getting out of 2021 alive. What's that reaction? Shock? Should I have done Cloris Leachman? Also died this year. We also lost Ed Asner. These were the options for this joke. I think Prince Philip was right. Make a note. I think Prince Philip was right. Meanwhile, in vaccine hesitancy news, while defending her reluctance to get the COVID-19 vaccine, Nicki Minaj tweeted about her cousin's friend's experience of swollen testicles so severe he was rendered impotent, compelling his fiancée to call off their wedding. The swelling has continued. As of this recording, the testicles have destroyed several homes and part of a shopping center. But will Fauci acknowledge it? No, he won't. Pocket a big pharma. Makes money on either side. You know what I mean? Cui bono. Follow the money. All right? Who wins when giant balls? Fauci does. 2021 was also the year billionaires slipped the surly bonds of Earth in their cute little penis-shaped rocket ships. Jeff Bezos, for example, stepped down as the CEO of Amazon to fulfill his lifelong dream of killing Michael Strahan in outer space. 2020 was like being trapped in your car by Cujo. Growling and he's snarling and he's getting drool and breath over the windows. 2021 is like we managed to get Cujo into a little fenced-in area. We tricked him. Guile, cunning, and daring do. But then every day, you get another report about how the fence wasn't built properly. And about how some people want to tear down the fence. That they think a world with Cujo roaming free is better than one where everyone is safe. And we get up every day and we just walk by Cujo as he barks and claws at the creaking fence post, pushing his evil little face further and further between the bars. So what do you do? Let him tear down the fence because some people are too stupid or mean to care? Do you listen to the people who say we shouldn't even discuss it, embrace the cynicism that treats us all like a game? Like the last time Cujo got free, there wasn't blood in the streets? I don't think so. In this analogy, Cujo, self-doubt. Four years ago at this time, we had lost the White House, the Senate, and the House. Today, we have all three. That's because we all showed up. We have to keep showing up, even when politics is frustrating or because it is frustrating. That's why we're here. That's what No Off Years is all about. Showing up, and to tell us more, please welcome Noof the Eagle. Welcome. Noof is going to be with us for the duration of the show. He's the mascot for our No Off Years Fund. Noof, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, you guys, I'm Noof. I'm an Eagle/life coach who is obsessed with motivating people to reach their personal organizing and voter registration goals. Excited to do that, but buckle up, guys, because tonight will not be a walk in the park, and it ain't going to be fun.
I don't think we should be. I think it will be fun. I think the point is that it's going to be fun.
Oh, Jon Lovett, I do not agree. It will be extremely hard, and the both of us might cry.
I don't think I'm going to cry.
Actually, Jon, you crying is something that I am absolutely certain will happen more than anything else in the world. Because tonight, throughout the show, to reward the stone cold murderers of low voter turnout who are tuning in on the stream, we are going to make you, Jonathan Favreau, and Thomas Vietor post things that are embarrassing and or cringe. And I say cringe with a capital C.
Capital C for cringe.
I don't say cringe lightly.
Doesn't say it lightly.
This is cringe.
Serious stuff.
Every time we raise a certain amount of money, I simply cannot wait.
All right, Noob. Let's go to the audience. Let's move on to the part where I ask the audience at home to answer the first of our 2021 polls. Throughout the show, different Crooked hosts will ask multiple choice questions about your year, and you will use the chat feature on our live stream like a virtual voting booth. Full democracy during the stream. We're going to play our first round.
I'm Alyssa Mastromonaco, co-host of Crooked
Hold on,
Media's
we're going
Hysteria podcast. And
here's how it's going to work. Our friends and Hysteria co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco will ask you a question. You may have already heard that. We may be in it right now. And then with 30 seconds on the clock, while Alyssa hangs out and talks, you will vote with a hashtag in the live chat. Is this our first time doing this? Yes. Could it go wrong? Maybe already a little bit. But at least the options we're offering to you are better than Terry McAuliffe and Glenn Youngkin. Too soon for that. I'm so sorry. All right, let's go to Alyssa.
hi, I'm Alyssa Mastromonaco, co-host of Crooked Media's Hysteria podcast. And a lot of things have happened this year, and some of them shouldn't have, but they all did. Ended up with this lady, meet Polly. What was the biggest fail of 2021? The coup attempt, pretty bad. The supply chain, also pretty bad. Ted Cruz heads to Cancun during a crisis, pretty bad. Ever given in the Suez Canal. Okay, so what was the biggest fail? A, the coup attempt. B, the supply chain. C, Ted Cruz. D, ever given in the Suez Canal. There are 30 seconds on the clock. Vote by hashtag in the comments. 30 seconds. What should we do for 30 seconds? I mean, I kind of feel like the coup attempt is the worst, right? Like, coup attempt, I think it was like a near overthrow of our government. Look, all the cats evacuated. They were like, we're not going to be your prop. Do your own thing. All right, you have 5 seconds left. All right, you guys, next question. Let's see this one. You know the saying, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Actually, don't know that. True about history, not true about television. This is right up my alley. Television thrives on repeating itself. What was your favorite 2021 reboot? What was your favorite 2021 reboot? Number 1, Sex and the City. I think we all know where I'm going. 2, Gossip Girl. 3, Dexter. 4, iCarly. So what was your favorite 2021 reboot? Again, number 1, Sex and the City. 2, Gossip Girl. 3, Dexter. 4, iCarly. You have 30 seconds to vote. I mean, honestly, is there really any answer other than Sex and the City? I mean, I even got to Cynthia Nixon a couple weeks ago on Hysteria. And I mean, I don't know, maybe not for younger people, but for women of a certain age, I'm literally counting down the minutes to next week when Just Like That is on. I can't wait. Anyway, that's it. Now back to What a Year.
And we're back. First of all, Alyssa runs elections like fucking Putin. You're not supposed to tell people the right answer. What kind of election are we running here? Those are not the values of the No Off Year Fund, right? The values of the No Off Year Fund is you close the booth, you get to vote whoever you want behind closed doors. You know, Noof?
Dominion Voting Systems is controlling our poll, but integrity is the ideal drive.
Integrity is the ideal. We may not be able to get there. As you did point out, these are controlled by Dominion Voting Systems.
Yeah, we were able to get them to pipe into the live we had to pay them a lot. They're dealing with a lot of litigation right now.
Right
So
now.
again,
But
it was
it's a hick
Yeah.
for them. All right, here are the answers. What was the biggest fail of 2021? First place was with 81%, the coup attempt. Not a surprise. Really, very bad showing for the supply chain Ted Cruz. Although the Ever Given, first in our hearts, 15%.
I forget which one was she pushing in the video. Was she?
She was
coup?
She thought the coup attempt was the biggest fail
Okay,
of the
got it,
year.
got it. Good to know. Good to
Um,
know.
Just funny. It's like, what a fail. The failed insurrection. What was your favorite 2021 reboot? I have to say, you know what? Sometimes an authoritarian like Alyssa Mastromonaco, she may control the media. She may control the propaganda apparatuses of organs of the state. All right, but the results still may surprise you.
I'm so
The
glad.
people may come out and make their voice heard.
Truth rang out.
In
with this
number
reboot.
4 with 11%, Gossip Girl. Number 3 with 23%, Sex in the City. Number 2 with 32%, iCarly. Coming in hot, the People's Candidate. They tried to put dioxin at the Putin thing. Callback. Dexter won 33%. Yay! Oh wait, there was a copy that I didn't use. Oh, and it says here finally at the bottom. It says at the bottom that I should remember the eagle mindset.
John, what would be your guess of who wrote that?
I think that you may have written that.
Okay, interesting. Yes.
What
that's
is
true.
the eagle mindset?
Well, funny that you should ask, John. It's a way I've tried to codify my beliefs into a coherent system that's kind of like a religion. The first point is no off years.
No off years.
Treat every year. No off years. NOOF. That's my acronym.
Every year's on.
Every year's on. All on years could be another way to say it. Treat every year like it's an election year. My second point of my kind of religion, no excuses. The path to greatness begins with saying yes all the time,
Motivational.
even if you is tired. And the third point is no windows. Birds like me hate windows. We bang our heads on them, and it's not fun. So that's
No off
that's the eagle
years,
mindset.
No excuses, no windows. That's the eagle mindset. Thank you, Noof. We'll try to remember all that going forward. And speaking of moving forward, let's move on with tonight's first game. Please join me in welcoming you to the stage What a Day's own Tre'vell Anderson, as well as Tommy Vietor, Dan Pfieffer, Ben Rhodes, Gideon Resnick, Kieran Deal, and Ira Madison III as we kick off a very crooked version of Tic-Tac-Trivia.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Come on, people.
One, two,
Come
three.
on. All right. Come on. All right. Oh, this seat's kind of low. All right. You know, y'all let me know if I'm showing something I'm not supposed to, okay? Okay, welcome to Tic-Tac-Trivia, a game where the classic pastime game of tic-tac-toe meets the other classic pastime game, remembering the most ridiculous moments of this year. It's not quite the three-dimensional chess that... Oh, wow, Jesus, here we go. This is always interesting reading in front of audiences. It's always a challenge.
You're doing
Okay.
great. You're doing great.
It's not quite the three-dimensional chess the last administration was playing, but hey, two-dimensional tic-tac-toe is a step in the right direction. We have two stacked teams of incredible crooked media hosts and contributors. On Team X's, we have Dan Pfieffer, Ben Rhodes, and Ira Madison III. Give it up for them. Oh, or
like
not.
the Axis powers.
You suck.
And on Team O's, we have Tommy Vietor, Kieran Deal, and my favorite, Gideon Resnick.
Number one.
All right, so here are the rules, people, okay, in case you don't know how to play tic-tac-toe.
All right.
We'll use classic tic-tac-toe rules where the first team to get 3 spots in a row on the board wins. Each spot has a question you'll answer about this year's best and worst moments. The more strategic the spot you pick, the harder the question is. Turn page. If your team gets the question wrong, it'll go to the other team. If they get it wrong, the team that originally picked the question gets the point by default. Y'all got it? That
Good
makes
rule.
sense?
Yes.
All right, well, let's go and get into it. All right, okay. I'm going to turn toward. Praise the Lord. All right, so because you're my favorite Gideon, you all go first.
Okay. How would you like
Seems
to?
like a scam.
It
but
is.
okay.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
Let's huddle.
Okay.
Support black
Let's
people.
huddle.
Yes, huddle. What
The
would
system
what
seems
spot?
rigged. Yes.
Y'all will be fine. All right.
This
Reparations.
game does
It's
feel
okay.
fairer than a U.S. election.
So what's the best? Right. Feels right. The winning team would like to select the middle, please.
Wow.
Middle.
Winning team. All right, here is our question. Y'all be giving me these words to say. Okay. Here's the question. Giannis, y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yep.
That one. Giannis won the NBA championship title and finals MVP on the same night, playing for the Milwaukee Bucks. What did he do on Instagram Live the next morning? I knew this. I also had the answer, but I also knew it.
Should I answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Answer.
I believe Giannis ordered Chick-fil-A, lots of it.
2 nuggies or something like that.
Voila.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
it.
Okay.
That's the right answer. All right. So you've got
Thank
the
you.
spot. Y'all ready? Y'all know what spot y'all
We're
like? to
ready.
fill?
All right.
Okay, Ira.
Where are you team leader?
Yeah.
Okay. Go run with it.
Just by default.
Yeah, I see that.
Because I got something to prove.
Oh, do you?
We are going to go with top right.
Top right. We've got here. Phoebe Bridgers smashed her guitar on SNL this year, leading one cranky rock star to post criticism of her on Twitter. In return, Bridgers called the rock star, quote, a little bitch. Name the rock star.
Yeah.
I know. It's my content.
You got something to prove.
Come on, keep it.
If only I watched SNL.
Here
Let's
for
see.
them.
Okay, now this is
The Nagle Rose?
Axl Rose. Axl Witness.
Right. I feel like I should be doing some, music, Jeopardy music or
Okay.
something. You got it?
Maybe
Let's see.
Neil Young.
No. So that means point.
Well, they don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Oh, we get it.
You get the
Oh,
spot.
great.
Right? Did I do that right?
Okay,
Oh, right.
so we gotta get it right.
First. See, I'm.
I
All
re-
right.
I remember this happened. I have no clue who it was. You guys.
Can we please get the question one more time?
Sure
Yeah.
can.
You're not going to say the favorite long.
Phoebe Bridgers smashed her guitar on SNL this year, leading one cranky rock star to post criticism of her on Twitter. In return, Bridgers called the rock star, quote, a little bitch. Name the rock star.
You got a guess?
I don't.
You guess? Yeah, they got.
Yeah, that's who I said. I
should we
said
just-
Neil Young.
It would have been great content if she also got the same wrong answer.
I'd like to cheat badly. How can I cheat badly at this game?
Should we just guess?
No, you cannot.
We're gonna go Ted Nugent.
Wrong.
I don't know. I was thinking of an asshole.
Well, the answer is David Crosby.
Never would have gotten it. Not in a million
They were
years.
like in the
A
neighborhood.
different asshole.
Yeah, Crosby,
apparently.
Stills, and Neil Young.
Or
What is
something,
this
yeah.
My
X?
favorite band.
Yeah, so-
There you go. There you go.
What
All
is
right.
that X?
The X is them.
Oh,
Yes.
That's them. That's them.
X for Axis Powers, the winner of World War II.
But why do
Wow.
they? When they got it wrong, why
Jesus
doesn't that go to
Because
nobody?
that's the rules I explained at the beginning. It was their question. They got it wrong. It come to you. You get it wrong. They get the point.
Oh, that's devastating.
Yes.
It
Otherwise, we will be
It
here
is.
for
It
a
is.
year.
All right, you all. Choose a spot. Any spot. Y'all are real serious about this strategy.
Top left.
Top left.
Top left it is. Let's see here. Okay. Anti-vaccine information has been rampant this year and reached a peak when one member of the Trump administration claimed Democrats were sneaking vaccines into salad dressing. Who talked about vaccine salad?
They hope Tommy knows the answer. Does he?
Uh-oh. They're thinking so hard about this. What you got?
General Michael Flynn.
Yes!
Hey! We nailed that
Look
one.
at that.
Look at us.
At that.
Can we give
All
it up
right.
for Noof's guns, by the way? Look at those. Someone's not skipping arm day.
It doesn't count when you
Tries and buys. Steve Bannon is a great show. You guys could host better shows like Steve, and maybe you get some more
Wow.
listeners.
We obviously need to go for the block.
They're going for the block.
Yes.
I guess I'll grab this one.
Call
There
us
you go.
Ginny because we're going for the block. Do you like that, Tre'vell?
It was cute or whatever. It was cute or whatever. All right. What are the names of Logan Roy's CFO and vice chairman in succession? This is for you, Ira.
Okay, sorry.
Frank.
Current?
Oh yeah, whatever.
When was this made?
You got to ask
Right.
somebody else that question because
You
I
said
don't know.
CFO and vice chairman.
CFO and vice chairman. Logan Roy's
One of them's
CFO and
Frank.
One of
vice
them's Frank.
chairman.
Yeah.
And the other is
Uh-oh. Now, this is a show that's in my queue. I haven't started
Jerry, is that
watching. I know I'm
other-
like 5 seasons behind, but I'll catch up. It's fine.
Frank.
It's okay. All right, what y'all got? Frank and Hoomst.
Hoomst.
Hoomst. You ain't never heard nobody say Hoomst on a live show. Anyway,
I don't know.
come on, Ira. Come on. Just choose a name. It's time.
3, 2, 1.
Peter.
No.
He was-
Come on, Team O's.
We'd like to answer a question about succession with Frank Carl.
Yeah.
Gideon!
Yeah.
Victory. Victory is ours.
All righty. So that means our winners for this round are the Team O's. There's another round.
Oh,
my God.
You got to give them a chance to come
Apologies
back.
to everyone at home.
You know, we're going to do best 2 out of 3.
All right,
okay.
great.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Tree, that's
Okay.
how my people
Thank
say
you.
3. Okay. We've restarted. We've reset.
When does Iris stuff someone into a locker?
What are you? Are you
'Cause you
talking
look
about
It was a jacket. It
bully?
was a jacket.
What a
You look like
reference.
you look like a
Right.
football bully.
Oh.
Oh, we're in Bayside now.
Yeah, we're not
Go
allowed to-
Tigers!
Can't heckle these motherfuckers.
Ask a question about Saved by the Bell on Peacock.
It's a cute show.
We should go for the
Okay,
middle.
you all go
Yeah.
first this go
Yeah.
around. Where would you like to take the
Middle.
spot?
We want the middle.
They want
Mhm.
the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Copycats. I see how that is.
Interesting.
Here we go. Ooh. Name one book or author the 2 teen girls were reading in the show White Lotus. I'll repeat it. Name one book or author the 2 teen girls were reading in White Lotus. Y'all wasn't paying attention closely to the White Lotus. You was laughing and kikiing.
Don't.
So you don't know what they were reading. Me either. Another show that's on my queue that I'll catch up eventually. No, I heard great things about it though.
It's worth it.
You just need one. Apparently they read a number of different authors. So you got a few to choose.
Were they
These are
reading
good.
Nietzsche?
Yes.
Well done.
They were
Thank you.
reading
God damn it, Ira.
Nietzsche,
you.
Freud, Cookia,
Thank you.
We're
Call
going
me Marin Morris because we're in the
Fanon,
middle.
and Judith Butler. All right, y'all got the center spot. Team O's, where y'all gonna go? They distracted. You see what happened?
Corner.
Which one?
There's 4 corners.
Top left.
Y'all, they are taking this real serious.
Top left, please.
Top left. All right. What famous rapper hosted part 4? How my people say 4? Part 4 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion.
I know Ira knows.
Yeah, I can repeat it. What famous rapper hosted part 4 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion?
Potomac, Maryland. So Potomac is Maryland.
I have a vague memory of something I heard on leads me to believe I might know the answer.
I would say that just from my knowledge, people who get out there and do a lot of different things, because they're trying to make that bread. It's this is live television. You're welcome. You're welcome. It was for you two. There's Ice-T. He does a lot of things and stuff. And then there's Snoop. He likes to do a lot of things and stuff also. I don't agree. I would soft agree on that.
Tommy says he's got the answer.
I think it's
Different person altogether.
I can't decide. I can't remember if it was Nicki or Rihanna. I think it was Nicki.
Yeah.
Wow!
Thank you, Myra.
And just if you're wondering,
Stop listening to my damn show.
And if you're wondering if Snoop is too big for Real Housewives reunion, he's currently hosting Press Your Luck on TNT.
He's not big enough.
All right, Team X's.
I know.
Where would you all like to go next?
You know.
Think long, think wrong.
Anyway. Go with.
Ira, you don't dang on spot.
Yeah. Although, no. You know what? Let's go top, bottom, left.
Top, bottom, left.
Sorry, bottom left.
Top, bottom, left.
It's not a direction.
That's
okay. A man became Bean Dad when he shared a 23-post thread about how he refused to teach his daughter how to use a can opener so she could learn a lesson. By Bean Dad's own telling, how long did his daughter have to struggle before she was able to open the... This is a multiple choice question. Lucky you.
Seriously.
A, 3 hours. B, 4 hours. C, 5 hours. And D, 6 hours.
Looking at me, I'm
So
banned
you got
from
a
Twitter.
1 in 4 chance. These are great odds.
I can't even see tweets. Who's Bean Dad?
Okay, well, do you
You
know?
remember him.
How well do you remember him?
Okay, what were the options?
3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours.
5 hours?
Can you please repeat the question?
Sure can. A man became Bean Dad when he shared a 23-post thread about how he
remember
refused
not
to
learning
teach
about
his daughter how to
didn't
use a
even see
can opener so she could learn a lesson. Quiet on the stage, people. You got it wrong already. By
Don't-
Bean Dad's own telling.
Don't tell him what we answered, though. Because
By
she might
Bean
try to
Dad's
guess it.
own telling, how long did his daughter have to struggle before she was able to open the bean? 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours?
No, it's not 5
no,
hours.
it's not 5.
For some reason, good. And it might, but I don't know. I don't know why. Quite frankly.
Tell me.
Nothing. Your bones or beans are
And
great.
six
Okay.
seems extreme.
Six is a
Six is
lot.
extreme for the girl to open the bean
It's
can.
child abuse. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Child protective services at hour 4.
Gideon, let's go with your gut.
Yeah, let's go with 4 hours for the.
So you all get the spot.
Mm.
The answer was 6 hours. It was extreme, like
What a
you were
dick.
thinking.
I mean,
Yeah.
And absurd.
if I didn't listen to the question, I would have guessed the largest amount because it's the most extreme, and we are on live television.
Live YouTube.
All right.
So we got to go top right.
Love that
Top
sliding
right.
doors
Yes.
where you
Top
won the
right it
question.
is.
Thank you so much, Ira. Thank you so much. Wow, the bully is coming out with the jacket.
Let's
I
see.
see how
Where's
it
my
goes.
locker?
Hurtful, hurtful. I would fit in there. Yes, we know.
All right, next question. This top right. CBS is retooling their activism competition show, The Activist, after the whole world agreed it was a bad. Name 2 of the 3 celebrities who were initially set to host the show. I love how intense they are. Right? Is there a prize?
Does this just make you want to shove them in a log?
Get it. Go. Get it.
All right, what y'all got?
Priyanka Chopra to Usher.
Yes.
Thank
It
you,
was
Jesus.
Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Usher, and
Juliana Huff. Do we get a point for that?
No, you don't.
All right.
Sorry about it. Okay. Look
Would you
at
like to put our
here.
host in the locker too?
Sir?
I can't fit. You know, you ruined the dress. You know, you see these legs.
Too
I can't put these in
stylish.
the
Too
locker.
We need the block.
Anyway,
We need to go for the block.
Yeah, go for the
for it.
they're
block.
going for the block up top, in the middle.
Gonna pass the block. You know what I mean?
Oh, a GQ interview revealed that Machine Gun Kelly used this line when he first met Meg Fox. It's a multiple choice.
Hmm.
A, I am weed. B, I am truth. C, I am desire. And I am A.
I am getting it correct because it's A, I am weird.
All right.
All right.
In for the block.
All
Look
right.
at that.
Bottom middle.
Bottom middle. Okay.
Yes.
Kristen Cinema's now infamous thumbs down curtsy was a no vote on what policy?
I got this.
Oh, you
I'd
confident.
hope so.
$15 minimum wage.
Right there, block to the
I
block
mean-
to the block, block, block.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Technically, it was a motion to proceed.
Oh,
good.
God.
Well, there you go.
Can we
All right.
consult a judge?
If we're gonna do it right.
Can we consult a judge?
Get the locker.
That was the judge. That was the judge. All right,
Somebody
where y'all
sounds
going next?
jealous.
All right. Well, let's go with.
You thinking real hard about these.
I know. Middle right.
Middle right, right, Chion?
Yeah.
Okay. I really hope I don't. That would not be memorialized live stream history. Okay. What was Ji-Hun's number in Squid Game? Another thing that I haven't watched.
I haven't seen it.
Sorry. And I'm an entertainment journalist. Wow. What was Ji-Hun's number in Squid Game?
Girl.
Yeah,
No shade.
I don't remember who. Were there multiple choices?
There is no merit for choice. No.
Ji-Hun is. It's your turn.
Yep, their turn. Let them get it wrong first.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's your turn. Proceed. Proceed.
Ladies first.
Oh,
Go for it. Come on, Ira.
Ladies first.
Come on.
All right. Okay. I'm assuming. Oh.
Come on, Dan.
Okay,
Come on, B. Y'all don't know it?
I didn't see it.
Me either.
Number 1.
come on. That was the old man. What are we doing?
Come on.
Come on, Ira.
Unbelievable.
Are you a pop culture expert or am I taking over your goddamn podcast? God damn it. He
A
was
pop
the
culture expert would know the most popular show across the globe. You know, we go for a little less mainstream.
Wow.
Tough,
Oh, that's
tough.
your center. Oh,
Like
I
Emily in
see.
Paris.
Okay.
All right, what are y'all going with?
Ji-Hun was the lead character, correct?
Perhaps. I don't know. I ain't never seen it now. Could be lead, could be supporting. Could be an extra in the back, I guess. Right. God, y'all look a little confident. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Four,
She's
five,
waffling
six.
between top. There you go. Voila.
Oh.
The drama.
Oh.
Which number did they say?
She's a genius.
456, 456, because Ji-Hun was the lead character in Squid Game.
We
which
know
I
he
have-
was the lead.
I have been watching. We're on the penultimate episode, and you
Okay.
see,
It's
a great
so
show.
he's in it with his, that character from his town.
Sure.
No
Mhm.
spoilers. It was a massive spoiler. Sorry, guys. And anyway, so it's yes. It's
You're
it-
perfect.
He was
good.
the last one, so he was the most number. This is how many people have died.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So that's why we know it starts with a 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You be
wow.
watching real closely.
Yeah, love that. love that monologue,
I
Meryl.
love that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. It is you all's choice.
We gotta go right.
We're going to the right. Thank you for the person standing behind the where it doesn't fall. I appreciate you. Oh, that's Jazzy. Hey, girl. Okay. This year was the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and Donald Trump honored the day by providing commentary for a pay-per-view boxing tournament. What state was that boxing match held?
I know the answer, but only one option.
Right?
Florida.
And there we go.
Hollywood, Florida, if I recall correctly.
One more.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all
do
won.
We really
Two
do
in a
feel
row.
like those
Look at that.
polite, that polite
They
applause should
won.
really be
They won.
raucous cheering.
I do want to.
Raucous cheering for the
I do want to
the
point
best
out.
of the teams.
What do you want to point
I
out?
do want to point out when you roll back the tape, I said middle left for our question, so I don't know how they got that one at the bottom right there.
Yeah, that is.
The
Okay,
one
well,
they
you
won
just
in the
lost,
last
Ira.
round was
It's
actually
okay.
the one
that
over
is,
there.
That is correct.
It's
So-
okay.
I did actually say middle left, so
But you didn't say
it's
nothing
fine.
until the
We know Jon
end.
Lovett wants to end the game and move to the next segment, but I will be playing the tape back on my Instagram
Good.
and exposing the cheating.
It's all right. It's totally fine.
When you play back the live YouTube stream of this,
I sure will.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
Yes,
Don't worry
keep,
about
keep
it.
it, fans. Send me the video now.
All right, thank you so much to all our contestants and to all of you for watching at home, for all of your donations. That was a pretty accurate description of working at Crooked. Go that way. Go that way.
Great
Go that
hosting.
way. Yes. But in case that wasn't enough of a peek behind
You
the
will all
curtains,
see the truth.
check out A Day in the Life. Woo.
Hello? No, we cannot let you up without proof of vaccination. It's company policy. Then I think you're just going to have to go back and get one because yelling at me is not going to help anything. Okay. Yeah, I'll let them know you're running late. Okay. Bye, Dr. Fauci. What the?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi,
hey.
Michaela, you're back.
Hey, girly. I haven't gotten my key card yet. I don't know what's up. So.
Oh, do you have a meeting with someone here or?
Oh my God, no. I work here.
Do you though?
Yes. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Michaela Watkins. I am a contributor here at Crooked Media's very own podcast, Hysteria, and I am the newest partner of Vote Save America. I am a Katie Porter son and AOC Rising, and this is a day in the life at Crooked Media.
Well, our partners usually just post on Instagram about voting. They don't usually come to the office.
Get to work. Okay. So every day always starts here in the Crooked Media kitchen. Get ourselves some nice hot cup of coffee or a hot cup of Joe Biden, as we like to call it. Hey, is this for me? Thanks so much. This is one of our interns. This is Kyle. He's just the greatest. We just love Kyle. We love our interns
I'm
here.
actually Matt. I'm the head of production. And
Oh, funny. That's funny. Oh, Kyle. Anyway, it's just a great place to just have some caffeine, some camaraderie, really get those democracy juices really flowing. It's a Keurig pod. Save America. Okay, so welcome to my desk. This is where all the real magic happens. I'm just going to go through my inbox here and see if there's just anything that needs urgent action. Oh, whoa, what is this? Something from Chuck Schumer. Okay, I need $3 now if we're going to save our Senate majority. Okay, guys, this needs some urgent action for sure. So I'm just going to circulate this to Crooked HQ. Right. It's on us.
Okay, so where are we on like the target number? Okay, so next on my calendar is my meeting with the Crooked Media Politics team. They're the real stars of the show, okay? They cannot be blamed for what happened in Virginia. All right, sorry. As you were saying, you were in the middle of talking, yes.
Thank you. So we need to raise $1.5 million for organizers in battleground states so that they can register voters before the midterms, or we're fucked.
We're fucked. You heard it here. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Shaniqua.
Anyone have any ideas on how we can avoid that?
Bake sale.
That's an option. We could raise awareness locally at bake sales. We can write that one down.
Okay, so there's been a lot of requests. And OnlyFans for me?
I'm all about you doing whatever you want with your body, but I don't know if that's gonna help us here.
No? Interesting. Oh, whoa! We raffle off a Tesla.
Where would we get a Tesla?
Okay. We raffle off a helicopter.
That seems harder.
Does it?
Yeah. Does anyone else have ideas?
Oh, I have an idea. I was thinking we could do something.
Kidnap Gavin Newsom and his kids and hold them for ransom for a very long time.
Okay, so maybe there are bad ideas in the brainstorm.
Oh, right, because he's a Democrat.
That's not what makes that a bad idea.
No?
No.
Oh, it's because he uses so much hair product, he'd be hard to grab. Well, circling back to OnlyFans then. Okay, now, I know that you've all listened to Pod Save America, but have you ever wondered how the sausage gets made? Well, they're in here right now recording a new episode, so let's just take a sneak peek. Come on, they won't care. They're fine.
Come on!
What the fuck?
We are doing our jobs in
do you
here.
think
I
this
don't know
is
what you
right
think
now?
we do in
We'll
here.
let that. You're all
Lock,
fired.
That
You're
door
all
should have
fired.
a fucking lock. This
Fuck
is,
it.
what do you think this is? This isn't Chapo Trap House.
Jesus
all right?
Christ.
Okay, you're right.
This isn't a Patreon, all right?
Jesus.
This is a professional operation.
Fucking real.
Get out of here.
We have to
I
talk
don't know how
about
many times we have to have this fucking conversation.
politics right now.
Great to see you guys
Politics.
too. Great to see you guys too. Oh, the memories with them. So many. No, this isn't part of it. I'm working on something. Are you firing me?
Okay, so it's not so much that you're fired is that you are a crooked contributor, so you don't actually work here as an employee.
So you're not firing me.
Again, it's almost impossible to fire somebody who does not work with you. It's more that we need you to leave the building as quickly.
Tanya, you are not going to regret giving me a second chance. Do you understand?
Okay.
I'm going to make you so proud. You and may I hug you?
What's happening?
Nancy Pelosi are going to be so proud of me, of what I bring to the table. And yet, she persisted a bit. Oh, she did.
Okay.
Do you have any more T-shirts?
Oh, yeah, why don't you check by the exit?
I'm not fired.
Okay.
Suck it.
Okay. I don't think.
Oh, hey guys, walk with me. Oh, hey, I know that it's not always easy here, but we're a group. Nay, we're a team. A team that wins together, loses together, mourns our losses, makes the victories more sweet. From Jon, and Tommy on down. Yes. Ad hoc, ergo proctor hoc. Well, that's actually a scene from West Wing, which is a show that everybody who works at Crooked Media has memorized. Wouldn't you say? Yeah. Oh boy, it's 2 p.m. Time to wrap up another exhausting day here at Crooked Media. And you know what? I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to do this all over again tomorrow. So thanks so much for being here with us. I'm going to knock off with these two and probably go get a drink at Cat and the Crook and the Hook. So don't worry about it. That's the life I chose. And thanks so much for being here. I'm Michaela Watkins, COO of Crooked Media, and thanks for joining me for a day in the life. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
All right, everybody, one more time for Michaela Watkins. We are back. And we come bearing, well, not incense and myrrh, but a card. Let's see how much money we've raised so far tonight. How much have we raised, Noof?
Well, we hit our first $10,000 benchmark, thanks to you guys.
Great job, everybody.
We are doing well. We are well on our way to 20,000, and right now we are at 17,757 American dollars.
Nice.
Hell
That's awesome.
yeah. And John, I promised
Yes?
to you that to motivate the folks on the stream, we're going to make you post Cringe with a C, capital C.
All right, let's see what this is.
All
I'm
right,
not
so
afraid.
why
I'm
don't
not
you
afraid.
read what you're about to make the whole internet know?
Joe Manchin's houseboat looks very cool, and I'd like to be invited on it.
That's right. That's true. I mean, you got to send that sucker out. Like, you can do it now, or you can do it after we get off the stage.
I'll do it.
He's posting Cringe, folks. He's posting Cringe. I'm live with Jon Lovett. He is in the process of doing Cringe.
Joe Manchin's houseboat.
This guy knows how to text. Damn, those fingers.
Looks cool.
Holy hell.
I'd love to live on it with him.
And the people reading this don't know that we're playing around. They think
don't
this is
know.
what this man
I'd
believes.
love to live on it with him, or at least get to visit. The deficit is very big. Deficit is very big.
Nice. Uppercase B, maybe?
Does it-
Uppercase I, big?
We're not taking notes.
Okay, got it. Well,
I can't believe you've made me do that.
How
How embarrassed I am now.
I mean, I can see on your face. You're red as a
I
tomato.
am humiliated.
But John, I am so proud of you. But whatever you do, don't dwell on this victory.
Okay.
Don't take it as your cue to kick back, take the rest of the day off, set up somewhere, and start sucking down McFlurries.
All right. Well, I wasn't. I don't know. Look, I'm a little softer around the edges than I was before the pandemic, but I wasn't planning to go suck down McFlurries.
Okay,
That's
all right.
We're mid-live stream, Noof.
John.
I wasn't going to do that.
I love you, John, but everyone here can see that you were going to do that. You do not have the eagle mindset that we all need to rock it in 2021 and 2022 and beyond.
Uh-huh.
Right now, John, you are runny eggs. But with my help, you are going to be ice cold, rock solid eggs.
Well, that was a disgusting analogy. So to change the subject, let's learn about the stakes of our next year's midterm elections and our no-off years campaign with two people you should listen to more than us. Please welcome back Dan Pfieffer, and you know her from A Day in the Life of Crooked Media, starring Michaela Watkins, co-starring Shaniqua Mcclendon. Shaniqua Mcclendon.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah.
All right, this is the segment of the show where we get serious, or at least more serious than Tic-Tac-Trivia. So we're going to talk about why, for the people who worked so hard, well, we need people who worked so hard in 2018 and 2020 to work just as hard in 2021 and 2022. Why we need people to be just as engaged as they were when Donald Trump was walking around the White House coughing on people. So, joining me to help explain the stakes of this election is Crooked Media's own Shaniqua Mcclendon, the woman behind the No Off Years campaign.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Shaniqua, what do you say to people who say, I knocked on doors, I wrote postcards because Donald Trump was president, but now Joe Biden's president, and everything's totally fine and great?
Everything is not totally fine and great. Okay, gonna use a little analogy here about smoke and fire. Donald Trump was a fire, but the smoke is still. Actually, Dan wrote a whole book on this about like Trump and Trumpism, untrumping America, and you know everyone was in a tizzy because Donald Trump was president and we wanted to get rid of him. So he's the fire. We got rid of him, but smoke kills people too. It just does it a lot slower. And so we have to be concerned about that, and we have to figure out like where the fire is so we can put that out and get rid of the smoke. So that's why we have to care. And to put this in more plain terms, you know, all of the things that really got us involved and engaged in 17, 18, 19, and 20 are all the same things that we need to be concerned about now. Trump is gone, but on January 6th, after he was already, you know, I guess that was his second, or no, like 15 days before he was going to be out of office, we saw a bunch of people storm the Capitol. And even since then, we've seen a lot of his SCOTUS appointments, or all of his SCOTUS appointments, and Supreme Court appointments, and other judicial appointments really kind of giddy to get rid of access to abortion, upholding a lot of laws that have pushed voter suppression. And even at the state level, we've seen like crazy Republicans just kind of pushing some of the craziest bills we've ever seen. And that's because now Donald Trump is kind of who they look to for the kinds of things that they should be doing. And if we just kind of sit back and let that happen, things are going to get worse. And the final thing I'll add, which is part of why we created the No Off Years program, is we can't think that we're only supposed to be engaged and involved when elections come around. That's how we got Trump to begin with, because everyone was kind of okay with the way things are. And so that's why we have to keep paying attention and keep being involved. You know, all the postcards, knocking on doors is great, but we have to be involved year round. And if not, things are gonna get bad. So that's why we need everyone to participate. And you know, I'm really excited to see the money coming in for No Off Years. So if you go to crooked.com/nooffyears and donate, that will help us get money to a lot of the swing states who are registering voters and who are engaging voters year-round, so that, yeah, we don't wake up next year on Election Day the way we felt in 2016.
Donate to No Off Years, because things could always get worse. All right, Shaniqua, let's be specific about the threats we face. So help explain to people watching today what would happen if the Republicans won enough seats to take the majority in the House.
So literally, Nancy Pelosi would not be Speaker anymore. She would have to hand her gavel over to Kevin McCarthy. And, you know, he is not really interested in governing. He just wants to keep the crazies happy so he can stay in power. So he would essentially be giving power over to Jim Jordan, Representative Gosar, and, you know, Marjorie Greene Taylor, and just kind of let them dictate what's happening in the House. And then that means they'll also start repealing all the things that Democrats have been working on over the past 2 years. The child tax credit that has helped lift a ton of children out of poverty. And also, if we end up, hopefully, fingers crossed, passing Build Back Better, a lot of the provisions that are in there, Republicans will immediately try to repeal those. And then on top of all the policies, they'll of course try to impeach Joe Biden. You know, I think there were real reasons to impeach Donald Trump twice, but they'll find anything, you know, frivolous to try to impeach Joe Biden. And the other thing I would just add is, in addition to getting rid of things Democrats have done, we'll also start seeing a lot of the stuff that's coming up in state legislatures actually start making it through the House. Right now, those things can't even get a vote because Nancy Pelosi is Speaker, but once McCarthy is in charge and kind of dictating what comes to the floor, then, you know, more restrictive access to abortion, worse voter suppression laws will be things that are passing through the House and landing in the Senate. And, you know, hopefully nothing happens there in the Senate. But
so, in other words, we would be handing over 1/6 of our government to a group of very stupid, kind of crazy people who would do bad shit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent.
You're summarizing everything so succinctly.
Excellent. But there is one specific threat that with the Republican House that we don't talk about enough, which is what would happen if the Republicans in control of the House after the votes are cast in the 2024 election. What specific threat would that have?
Yeah, so we were really fortunate in 2020 that in 2018, a ton of people put in a ton of work and were able to get Democrats elected. You know, we called it a blue wave. We were able to take control of the House, which is really important because the House certifies the Electoral College votes, which if Republicans had been in charge, about two-thirds of them voted against certifying the election. So if they had the majority, the election wouldn't have been certified, and they would have, you know, kind of pushed through their attempt to overturn the election. And so, you know, everyone got really engaged in 2018, and we were able to flip the House. But if we, you know, instead of seeing a blue wave or even just holding on to the majority next year and we see a red wave, Republicans will actually have the power to, you know, overturn election results that they don't like in 2024.
We obviously have a very narrow margin in the House. We have no margin in the Senate. What are the odds that we can keep our Senate majority next year?
Actually, better than the House. All the states that no Democrat is running to defend a seat in a state that Trump won last year, so that's good. But the 4 states where we have 4 states where they're extremely competitive races, so that's Arizona, Georgia, New Hampshire, and Nevada. We have to keep those seats. Like, I don't think there's a world in which we lose any of those and we maintain our majority in the Senate. But there's other states where we actually have an opportunity as well. North Carolina, which hopefully we don't have any more Cal Cunningham situations there. Wisconsin, Florida, where Marco Rubio is senator, and then maybe even Ohio, which, you know, Dan does not agree with me on, but it's okay.
Okay, we'll bring all of our Slack conversations to the live stream. Seems cool.
That was from an in-person meeting.
Okay, since we're going to try to end on a positive note here, it's not just that we can keep the Senate. Could we even expand our Senate by maybe 2 seats and then maybe be able to make a promise to everyone that we will never, ever mention Joe Manchin or Kyrsten Sinema again?
If we get those 2, then yes, we can make that promise to people. Although,
if that's not a reason to give to this fund, I do not know what is.
Yeah, I mean, don't you never want to hear about 2 people who definitely don't represent the interests of like the most of the country, but specifically Kyrsten Sinema doesn't seem to be representing most of the interests of her like constituents. So yeah, not having to like bend over backwards for them to piss us off all the time. I'm not going to go on my whole soapbox about them too, but if we can get rid of them, like we don't have to talk about them anymore, and we can actually start passing more progressive policies out of the Senate. So that alone, if you don't want to see, you know, another curtsy thumbs down on raising the minimum wage, or hear about Joe Manchin and his boat, then, you know, just donate some money to the No Off Years Fund at crooked.com/no off years. And right now we're raising money to get voters registered in 6 states that will have a tremendous impact on us keeping the Senate, but also where registering new voters will actually make a difference. These are states where the margins in 2020 were pretty close, and there's a significant number of unregistered voters that can make the difference next year.
Before we go, any other races below House and Senate that people should be focused on, and that the No Off Years Fund will be helping?
Yes. So there are so many important races that are not happening at the federal level. First, governor's races. In Michigan, Kansas, and Wisconsin, Democratic governors are the last line of defense against Republican-led legislatures, you know, from passing maps to, you know, voter suppression laws and and anti-abortion laws. Governors are able to veto these laws and protect us from, you know, just the crazy things Republicans want to do. And then specifically thinking about Georgia last year, I know we don't want to put him on a pedestal, but having a halfway decent Secretary of State in Georgia allowed for Trump not to push through and get the election overturned there. And so Secretary of State elections and local election official elections are going to be really important for us to pay attention to, because they will ultimately in 2024 either help Republicans overturn election results they don't like, or be the protection we have against them being able to do that.
Because repetition is the key to good messaging. You say one more time where people can donate and where that money will go.
Crooked.com/no off years, and it will go to help grassroots organizers in the states where we can, that will have the biggest impact on us keeping the Senate and expanding our margin there, and you know, hopefully keeping the House as well, but also keeping governors in office and building a good foundation for 2024.
Shaniqua, thank you much for joining us. Now over to Rebecca Nagle, host of This Land, for a few more questions about your 2021.
Hello, everyone. I am Rebecca Nagle. I'm a citizen of Cherokee Nation, and I am the host of Crooked Media's podcast, This Land. I'm so excited to be with you all. So 2021 was another banner year for really stressful headlines. But it's also good to recognize some of the wins and some of the good things that have happened in 2021. And so that's what we're going to vote on next. What was the biggest win of 2021? All right, so get ready. Keep track. Was it A, U.S. women's basketball, 7th consecutive Olympic gold? B, the Georgia special election? C, Deb Haaland becoming the Secretary of the Interior and the first Native American person in U.S. history to hold a cabinet position? D, vaccines? Or E, freeing Britney Spears? You have 30 seconds to vote with your hashtag in the comments. When I think about Deb Haaland, I think about the lack of Native representation across the board in U.S. society. So we are not represented in the executive branch. We're not represented very well in high numbers in Congress. There aren't a lot of federal judges that are Native. And that is across everywhere. It's including in media. So of all the folks that you hear on the radio or see on television, less than 0.1% are Native American. Not good. And that's 30 seconds. And if you can't tell already by my ad lib, I voted for C, Deb Haaland. Kind of a fangirl. All right, now on to the next question. As you're looking forward to 2022, which will hopefully be less of a dumpster fire, what issues are at the top of your mind? What is the issue that you are most concerned about? Is it 1, the Supreme Court, 2, redistricting, 3, voting rights, 4, the climate, or 5, healthcare? You guys will have 30 seconds to answer and to vote in the comments. For me, I am paying attention a lot to the Supreme Court because there is a case that is waiting on the Supreme Court, on the steps of the Supreme Court, that will have a huge and dramatic impact on Native rights in the United States. It actually started 4 years ago as a custody battle over a Native American toddler. And then a big corporate law firm got involved, some right-wing organizations and special interest groups, and it has turned into a federal lawsuit that literally is threatening the entire legal structure defending Native rights. And if you want to know more about it, check out This Land Season 2 on Crooked Media. Okay, time is up. And I voted for number 4, climate. Because it seems like that window of time that we have for world leaders to actually do something about preventing an apocalypse in our future is closing, and I have a lot of anxiety about that. All right. Well, thank you everyone for voting and for playing. And now back to What a Year.
And we're back. Again, with the results from our audience poll, what was the biggest communal will of 2021? Let's see. I just want to shout out anyone who thought that freeing Britney Spears was more important than the vaccines. I think that's really cool. That's fandom. That is... I mean, obviously, she's a talent. What was happening to her was unjust. But I personally would have supported the vaccines.
You know, considering how good she is at writing pop songs, I kind of think that she was created in a lab.
Noof, you cad.
Sorry. I didn't want to drop this, but that's sort of what I was... That's what that meant.
People know emotionally it felt like you dropped it. All right. Yes, well... in 5th place was the U.S. women's basketball 7th consecutive Olympic gold. No one gave a fuck about that. And then, no, they did, but not in comparison to the vaccines. 4th was freeing Britney with 8%. 3rd was Deb Haaland becoming the first Native person to hold a cabinet position. 2nd place was the Georgia special election with 28%, which gave us a Senate majority. And in 1st place, fan favorite as well, they saved planet Earth. Including Britney Spears, one hopes, the vaccines. Second question, what was the top issue on your mind as we move into an election year? Coming in 5th was healthcare, followed by redistricting, the Supreme Court. The climate was number 2. But hey, how are we going to pass a climate bill unless we have a democracy, you know? So that's the one that helps them all. Number 1, 48% voting and election protections. So those are the results. That issue weighs heavily on my head too, Noof. But not as heavy as the fact that you spent the entire duration of the last segment doing bicep curls and staring at me straight in the eyes.
That's right, Jon Lovett. I do 1,000 of these every day. And when I'm not doing that, I shoulder press the U.S. Constitution over my head.
Wow. Does that weigh a lot?
Nope.
But
It's
still,
the size of a regular old book.
I see. Well,
normal as can be.
still pretty impressive, but probably not as impressive as what you're going to do next.
That's right. We have some really impressive things on this fundraising card that I'm holding. Folks, thanks to you, we have hit our $20,000 benchmark.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yes.
Great job, everybody.
Yes, we have raised about $22,300. Now looking even perhaps more because this card was not, time moves on.
Time moves forward.
Yes.
That's the thing. One thing that happens every day. Time does move along.
No amount of technology can stop time, and I
Meta
want
can't
everyone.
stop that.
That's right. Guys, if we get to $30,000, we're going to get Jon and Tommy up here. They're going to maybe do some posting cringe. I don't know. Could be.
I just like the idea that, like, wait, Tommy and I get to do something together? Donates $25,000.
But, Jon, you are not off the hook.
Nope.
You are going to do a little bit more cringe posting of cringe. It's just fun to say cringe posting. I feel like we need to say that more, even outside of the context of this. Just as we're out and
dinners,
about.
drinks.
That's right. So, Jon, why don't you take this card and read what you're about to send.
I think Elon Musk is really smart, and I hope he runs for office one day. Honestly, these aren't even.
They're true? Is that what you're going to say?
You
believe that?
These are true. So that's the thing about
Okay.
these is that they're true. So that's not. It can't be. Nothing cringe is true, and nothing true is cringe. So that's a little thing you can write down. That's a famous quote from me about cringe and what's true.
That's Shakespeare.
Elon Musk is.
I wonder, would he be the president of here
Is
or
the
South
Tesla
Africa? Go on.
Of our generation, a genius.
Wow, he is the Tesla of our generation.
Who should run for office? I have a Tesla, and I love it. and I love how it feels.
The screens in those things. It is insane to have a TV that's like 17 by 12 inches in front of your face.
Yeah, that's
like,
the nice thing about it.
No.
You know, the screen is big and great.
It's like, I don't need the widescreen. Just show me, I'm only putting Google Maps on there. I'm not putting freaking, the
Look at
Irish
this guy.
man. Sorry,
Look at this guy, huh? Look at this guy, Daimler Chrysler over here, living in the past. You need a giant screen to drive your car. Tweet it. Oh, no. It's out there.
Wow.
I don't care.
I mean, we're gonna sell a lot of Teslas, I think, today. That'll be the side effect of this live stream.
Speaking of things that are impressive, our next guests are very impressive people. Transition unlocked.
Nice.
Please welcome What a Days Tre'vell Anderson and Gideon Resnick with some headlines that sum up 2021.
Hello,
everyone. Again, I sat down more graceful this time.
Yeah, and we switched switched spots to keep everybody on their toes at home.
Yeah, because they didn't notice. It's fine.
No, they didn't notice. Okay, everybody, thank you for having us. Like Lovett said, we are the most impressive people you will ever meet, and we're going to read 3 headlines from this year that best sum up 2021, or at least sum it up pretty well. We didn't have time to go through everything when we were picking these, so don't get mad at us later. Honestly, there were like a bajillion headlines. Like I said, we're really impressive, and we work very, very hard, all for you.
I also wanted to say before I read what's on these cards that I got some of your tweets that, you saw a little surprise or something, you know what I mean? And so if you know what color my underwear are, donate $10 more or something like that.
Exactly.
Thank you so
exactly
much.
Right.
Okay, this is from October 22nd. Trump's third act as a webmaster began on Wednesday with the announcement of his Twitter clone, Truth Social.
Beautiful.
The site will give conservatives a new home on the internet, and it will also let Trump have a social media account without registering his alter ego, Armando Florida. The app hasn't launched yet, but early signs point to an extremely strict theme. To get into the jargon, tweets are called truths. Retweets are called retruths.
I'm getting it.
And the news feed is known as the truth feed.
Okay.
Because they do truth over there.
Right.
The platform is just one aspect of a much larger operation Trump is cooking up called Trump Media and Technology Group, which will supposedly compete with Disney Plus and Netflix.
And win against them, I might add.
We will soon find out. TMTG Plus will specialize in non-woke content, which there's actually no shortage of since our world has been mostly racist, sexist, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic. I can go down a long list. For all of human history.
That's the truth.
Truth Social isn't even live yet, but its parent company, TMTG Plus, already values itself at nearly $900 million.
I'm sure that is not an overestimate in the slightest.
Have you been paying attention to the news, Gideon?
I have, because I have to do it for my job, for which we are really good at and quite impressive. Please donate once again.
Amen.
Here is a headline from March 12th. There's a new way for art to be confusing. It has to do with so-called non-fungible tokens, which allowed an image file from an artist called Beeple to sell for 69 million real American dollars at auction yesterday. We missed out, and we will talk about it later. Non-fungible tokens can be thought of like certificates of authenticity that are stored on the blockchain. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin also rely on the blockchain. So at a time when interest in crypto is skyrocketing, prices of NFTs tagged to art, sports highlights, tweets, and even virtual sneakers are soaring as well. Soon, an NFT of this very image that you were watching will sell for quite a lot of money. Thank you
but
very
I'm not
much.
in that image. There we go.
Yeah, okay, that's the right one. Don't bid yet. Make sure you get the right one. To suburban dads in museums scoffing at Rothkos because all they are is colors. Truly suck on this. Critics of NFTs say they're valueless and the digital assets they're connected to can often be accessed for free anyway. It sounds like a great note from someone who doesn't want to make 100 million smackaroos.
Have you made an NFT yet? Have you sold one? Have you bought one?
I haven't, but I greatly look forward to the profits that will roll in after this fundraiser.
And lastly, this headline is from April 5th. Add operating a huge boat to the list of things women can't do without getting harassed. Last month, Egypt's first female ship captain was briefly blamed for the mess at the Suez Canal, despite being on a different ship at the time hundreds of miles away.
Fucked up.
Rumors that the woman caused the crash circulated on social media. It's worth noting that women only account for 2% of the world's seafarers. The ocean is an extremely male-dominated space, except for, of course, Little Mermaid and seahorses, who, as we know, transcend gender, as the best of us do.
Exactly.
Shout out. As far as who did cause the Suez Canal crash, 2 investigations are currently underway, and the ship's owner and its insurers could be on the hook for hundreds of millions of dollars. Honestly, based on the mileage everyone got out of this story, I think we owe it to them to start a GoFundMe.
Yes, we do. And that GoFundMe will eventually fund the NFT that you will buy of this image that you were looking at. Again, thank you for fundraising once more.
Yes, again, not everyone would say that those were the year's most important stories, but they definitely were stories from this year.
Yeah, and that's all we promise. To get more opinions on how people are looking back on 2021, we hit the streets. Let's hear what they all had to say with our man on the street, What A Day's head writer, Jon Millstein.
Hey, what a year. I'm Jon Millstein, head writer of the What A Day podcast. And most of the time, I'm cool with being behind the scenes. It doesn't make me feel bad. For a lot of us, 2021 was a year that sucked ass, balls, pussy, and dick. But I don't want to remember it that way. That's why I'm here on the streets of Los Angeles, asking people what, if anything, made this year tolerable to just okay. What about the year was good for you?
It was the best year of my life.
My daughter got married, so I was very happy about that.
The husband, could you kick his ass?
Maybe.
I switched my jobs because it was really bad, so I got a raise.
This is actually good information to have for all of our employers. The company that the 3 of us all work for should take us seriously. Do you remember the 5 hours when Instagram went down?
Yeah.
How did you keep yourself from going insane?
I don't really use it that much.
Oh, right. Me neither. I don't use it that much. I'm only on it all the time. Did you make money on GameStop like all my toxic male friends?
No.
You and I, we're smart guys. How the fuck did we miss out on this?
I don't play into that stuff too much. It gets really complicated.
The stuff of having a bunch of money. Were there any good birds that you saw in 2021?
Yeah, tons. The serious birding was in 2020 when there was no traffic.
So 2020 was a better year for birding than 2021.
Yes.
But you would not say coronavirus was worth it for the birding.
No way.
Thank God. Me neither. Do you know who this is?
Yes, Bernie Sanders.
So this man was able to make 100,000 people happy for a day simply by putting on mittens. Do we need politicians to mitten up more? I mean, is that going to be what it takes?
It was a very cold day, and he's an older gentleman.
I bet in the winter of the 1960s he was wearing mittens. In the 1970s he was wearing mittens if it was cold. Hard to say whether the consistency of policies is what makes Bernie so popular, or if it's just sort of the consistency of winter wear. This was the most beautiful thing I saw, a visit between our current president, Joe Biden, and his wife, and our former president, Jimmy Carter, and his wife. And as you can see, Joe Biden seems to have used some sort of magic spell to make him about 3 or 4 times the size of Jimmy Carter, probably as a way to scare Jimmy Carter out of trying to steal the presidency back.
I love that that's what you gathered from this picture.
You know, you'd have to be crazy to think anything else, with all due respect. They're saying that there are 4 people who had the best 2021. Do you recognize these 4?
Oh, these 4.
This is the Ralphs on Hollywood and Western. What if I told you that I was in this stall eating my lunch alone? You know how sometimes you go to the bathroom to eat lunch because you can't find a person to eat with?
Yeah.
So I'm there eating my lunch. Meanwhile, the 4 most popular people in the world are out there having a bacchanalian orgy. One thing that happened in 2021 that was good was that we finally elected a politician who cares about the things that we care about. The hard rock group Imagine Dragons. Would you mind reading some of these tweets about Imagine Dragons?
Looking forward to your write-up of the new Imagine Dragons album. Picking up the new Imagine Dragons album on iTunes released today. Yay!
Imagine Dragons fans are called fire breathers, and we finally have, after so much struggle, a fire breather in the Senate. Is that a reason to like 2021?
Yes.
One last thing we're doing. We're giving away a t-shirt to the person who had hiccups for the largest number of consecutive days in 2021. Did you have hiccups for any days in a row?
It usually doesn't last for like, I'd say more than an hour.
Like an hour.
0 days. Sorry.
I'm really sorry. You lost to the evil president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, who had hiccups for 10 days that were so bad he had to go to the hospital. There's no more valiant way to lose than to, honestly, the greatest hiccuper that probably has ever been. If your body is giving you hiccups for 10 days in a row, your body knows the score and wants you dead.
Yep.
Millstein.
Now that I've talked to some people and showed them some photographs that I actually brought here myself, I'm starting to feel less strongly about how bad this year sucked. Sure, there were some people who say that it sucked ass, balls, pussy, and dick. There were other people who say it just sucked balls. But there was beauty in 2021 as well. And unlike the Carters photographed next to the Bidens, that beauty wasn't small. So let's all remember that. Back to you, what a year.
And we're back. All right. Wow, Noof. That man on the street guy sure looked familiar, and I loved his shirt. Did you like his shirt?
I loved his shirt. Yeah, I wasn't wearing it because, like you said, that guy was familiar but not known to me. But yeah, cool to see. Cool to look at the shirt.
He has a very dry sense of humor, didn't you find?
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Just a cool aspect of it.
Yeah. No, he's a dry
It's a
sense of
classic
humor.
deadpan.
He's a classic deadpan, classic live man. Let's just keep moving on to see what's on this card.
If you like that shirt, oh, it's a plug coming. You can buy it. And a lot of other cool stuff, like a shirt that makes Dan Pfieffer uncomfortable because it says, "Yes, we Dan" on it at crooked.com/store. So, Noof, how you feeling about what we've seen so far?
Well, I like it, but to be honest, I find that it's not serious enough. It's not serious enough, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Not serious enough.
Yeah, I'm so focused on like the actual stakes of this stuff, that laughing, playing around at a public park, like some of the stuff we were watching, goofing around, that strikes me as like a little bit not serious. I don't really get off on laughing, actually.
No one said you get off on laughing.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, I sort of like, flapping my wings, flying around in elections. That's what I know about myself.
Yep.
Anyway, to move on, guys, something serious that I do like is the amount of money that we've raised so far. We are at a number just over $27,000.
That's pretty amazing.
That is a nice used van with a big TV. Nice. I'm talking Audi. Does Audi make a van?
Yeah, it's a classic. Famously, that's about the price of a used Audi van.
Yeah, a nice. I'm not talking the ones that are sold on the side of the street.
Not
certified
those.
pre-owned.
That's been to the dealership. They've done their checks.
2-year warranty.
Based on the commercials.
But we want to keep fundraising. We want to keep posting cool stuff. Do you guys think we can get to 30,000? Do the people in this room think that we can get to $30,000?
So, to celebrate how far we've come and how far we have left to go, in humiliating ourselves, please welcome back to the stage Tommy Vietor and Jon Favreau. Hi, boys. Grab
Welcome,
a mic.
guys. So, as these guys have been at the side of the stage, they've been laughing as Jon Lovett has put his social media following on the line, made himself look foolish for all of our benefit.
Yep.
And I think it's about time we turn the tables. We get these fellas in the mix, get them posting cringe.
Yeah. Oh, we're posting cringe?
Posting cringe, posting maybe something else. Maybe cringe, maybe not. It's the posts will get engagement.
The post will. That's what it's all about, and that's what tonight's all about.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We are gonna have these guys post takes. We need to do a fundraising sprint to make that happen. So if we raise $25, a small van, maybe a van toy, we will get them to post takes. Can we raise $25? I've got my eye on the digits. Can we do it? My producers will tell me when we have reached the $25 mark.
Oh, we nailed it. Whoa.
There we go.
That was it.
We got it? Okay, nice.
Say some.
All right, in that case, Tommy Vietor.
Me.
I'm going to hand you 3 takes.
Okay.
For you to read out loud. And then you will choose one of them for your friend, Jon Favreau, to post.
Great.
It's exciting.
Okay, the card is coming your way.
Great.
This will be cringe, guys. This is going to be cringe.
This is cringe.
I don't deliver anything but cringe. Okay.
I'm so excited for this.
Here we go.
Okay, you want me to read these aloud?
Read them aloud, please.
Cringe 1. Here's the thing. Ivermectin does taste good. That's a good sort of uncanny valley of joke and observation, right?
Yeah, sure.
I like the analysis of the takes.
2. Chris Pratt as Mario was an inspired casting choice. I like it. 3. James Corden doesn't get cast in enough musicals. There's a overtone there that's troubling for you to post, so that's good. I get to choose?
Tommy, you get to choose. Yeah, you can be. Are you going to be an angel or a devil?
I'm going to go hard 3. James Corden doesn't get cast in enough musicals.
Amazing. All right, so I'm tweeting this now?
You bet.
That's what I have
Tweeting
to
it.
do?
That's it.
And this thing's going to land like a bomb.
James
Trust
Corden
me. It will be
doesn't-
destructive. And you remember when someone broke the internet? You guys remember when someone broke the internet?
Yeah.
This will be like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kardashian.
Okay.
Are we ready? Do I hit tweet? Are we ready
Release
to go?
it.
All right, it's out. There it goes.
Release the hounds.
Wow, I tweeted it.
Okay, amazing. We are not going to rest on our laurels. We're going to get another fundraising sprint. And that sprint is, you guys are going to love this, $25. It's a van again.
Seems too low.
We nailed it again.
It's a tiny little van.
Okay, so did we reach it? Did
Oh,
someone? Okay, so now we're going to flip the tables.
Yes.
Jon, your friend was just cruel to you.
Yeah, no, he's
Vicious.
fucked now.
Now you get to spit it right back at him. I'm going to hand you 3 takes. You read them and then choose one for Tommy to tweet.
Thank you, Jon. Okay, here we go.
His name is Noof.
Number 1, Ed Sheeran should be the next James Bond.
Okay. Out there, but okay.
Number 2, Boston is a bottom-tier American city.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Jon.
some truth
People
to
aren't
it.
going to believe the Ed Sheeran one.
We're better than
Now, you
Philadelphia.
think maybe one of those 2, but it's absolutely going to be 3, which is Mark Zuckerberg has made mistakes, but I would be his friend if he asked. There you go. That's it.
Thanks.
Well, we're
See how
getting
this
Mark
goes.
Zuckerberg. We're rehabilitating Mark Zuckerberg
That's
and
fun.
Elon.
That's
tonight.
really
Yeah.
fun.
Who would listen?
Let's see if I
Not
get
a
any
person in
engagement.
this room would turn down a friendship opportunity with Mark Zuckerberg. I believe all of these.
I think you get to if you're friends with him, you get to ride the tunnels that are in between the different buildings on his estate.
Oh, people are really angry.
Okay, ready? Mark Zuckerberg has made mistakes, but I would he his friend be his friend.
Jon, this is embarrassing. Here for the ratio. Worst take of 2021 under the wire, huh?
All right,
Did
I'm excited for a bunch of ex-Gawker people to dunk on me. Here we go.
Get it into the world.
Wow. Well, guys, this has
Sense.
been incredible. I can't believe that both these tweets have been released. I mean, somebody better check the servers that the internet runs on because those babies are going to be humming hot. Could be a KO for the internet after this. Well, guys, we are so excited. We're so grateful for you guys making yourselves look like fools and rubes.
Thank you.
And for the remainder of the show, for each $2,500 that the audience donates, bumping it up a little bit, we will post embarrassingly adorable or just plain embarrassing childhood photos from your, not just childhood and adulthood.
Oh, God.
Sent in by your loved ones without your
Consent?
knowledge or consent.
Great. Wow.
Unlike a bird flying into a glass window, remember my costume? I'm wearing a bird look?
Yep.
Noof, can I go rogue? Someone replied, "Have you been hacked?" For $25, I'll QT him and say, "No, he's been misunderstood."
Wow, amazing. I mean,
Wow.
can we do it? Can we get
Why'd you make it
25?
for 25? Do 100. Do 100.
We'll have to check with the parliamentarian. I don't know if this is allowed.
This is amazing. I'd be nervous to do this, and my followers are in the low digits, and I'd be nervous to post some of these cringe takes.
All right, we're out there.
Amazing. Well, I think
Is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And that is it. And if that won't make you donate to No Off Years, well, let us know what will, and let us know your answers to our next audience poll with America Dissected host Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed.
Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed here, host of Crooked Media's America Dissected podcast. If you listen to our pod, you know I'm all about using our constantly evolving understanding of the world to adjust how we interact with it and each other. And if you're anything like me, watching the right replace fact with fiction this year has given you a bit of a cardio workout. So, what was the most frustrating right-wing backed subplot of 2021? Hashtag A, critical race theory.
Twas the night.
We're in crisis.
Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed here.
We're
host
going
of Crooked
back.
Media's America Dissected podcast. If you listen
Everybody
to
see
our
me
pod,
checking
you
my
know
hair?
I'm all about using our constantly evolving understanding of the world to adjust how we interact with it and each other. And if you're anything like me, watching the right replace fact with fiction this year has given you a bit of a cardio workout. So, what was the most frustrating right-wing backed subplot of 2021? Hashtag A, critical race theory. Hashtag B, anti-vaccine mandates. Hashtag C, stolen elections. Hashtag D, JFK Jr. is back, baby. There are 30 seconds on the clock. Vote by hashtag in the comments. Now, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Michigan is better than Ohio. A, we won the game this year. Bragging rights for a year. B, we've got 4 Great Lakes. You've got like a little sliver of 1. And C, we are a blue state. You're a red state, not just in football, but in politics. But you've got an opportunity to be better, Ohio. Here's how you're going to do it. You're going to elect a Democratic replacement for Rob Portman and have 2 Democratic senators, Rob Portman and Sherrod Brown. All right, be better, Ohio. Look, if you listen to the pod, you know that my most frustrating right-wing back subplot was anti-vaccine mandates because, well, public health. All right, on to the next question. So, okay, we know what we're up against. Now is where we make plans and take action. How are you planning on making the difference in 2022? Hashtag 1, voting. Hashtag 2, volunteering with Vote Save America. Hashtag 3, donating. Hashtag 4, phone banking. Or hashtag 5, knocking on doors. We've got, again, 30 seconds on the clock. You know what to do. Vote by hashtag in the comments. Now you're going to hear me talk about Medicare for all because, I literally wrote the book. Why is it that you can lose your insurance in America by turning 26 or getting a job or losing a job or getting married or getting divorced? That shouldn't happen. We can do better. We can also not spend 18% of our entire GDP on healthcare. The way we do that, Medicare for all. Access to health insurance for everyone without copays, deductibles, and premiums. Friends, we can do better. Medicare for all is that. All right, friends. So I hope I get to see you out there because I'm planning to do all of these things. I'm definitely going to vote. I do plan to volunteer with Vote Save America. I am going to donate. I'm going to phone bank. I'm going to knock on doors. All of us should because all that we believe in, all that we love is on the line. See y'all there.
And we're back. Thanks, Abdul. Noof, could you please grab the results of the audience poll? Thank you. It's a great eagle. What was the most frustrating right-wing back subplot of 2021? The winner, by a hair, was stolen elections just beating anti-vaccine mandates. Coming in third was critical race theory with 24%. Not a lot of people that concerned about the JFK Jr. is back conspiracy theory, perhaps because that one does not cause people to not teach history or cause the deaths of people. Thanks, Noof. Second question. How are you planning to make a difference in 2022? Only 44% said voting. Oh, I see. It's out of 100. They had to pick something else. 22% said volunteering. 28% said donating. 3% said phone banking. And 3% said knocking on doors. Listen, all right? Obviously, phone banking and knocking on doors involves talking to strangers. And that is awful because most strangers, likelihood, not going to be your friends. Wow. Those were the results.
May I interject?
Yes.
I'd like to interject with our current fundraising totals. They are ripping up really high. Common
Ripping up.
phrase.
Ripping up so high.
Right now, we
So
are
high.
at
What are we at?
$34,000.
Holy shit.
Plus some change. And I want to give a special shout out to Ruth Ann for a generous donation. We are so amped. And guys, I have a stretch goal for you. At $50,000, Tommy will surprise Jon with something, and that's all I'll say.
Say a little bit more, and I'll just give you the money you need. Did he hear that? Is he turning red? Great. I'm just kidding. I don't want to have sex with Tommy.
No. Of course not. Of course not. But so I interjected. I apologize for interjecting, Jon.
Anyway, what an interesting audience poll.
Yeah, I think so.
I knew what would win, but I guess that makes me a bit of a know-it owl.
You're laughing, Jon, but I'm not because owls are wild. Let me correct myself there. I'm very flustered. Owls are widely known as the stupidest bird, and that's what you are calling me. Or I should say that's what you said don't make sense, and I'm mad.
What a hot take, Noof.
That's right. That is the form and shape of a hot take. They appear just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But he's not the only one trying to melt the frosty winterscape outside with the force of his opinions. Joining us now with a game of Take Survivor, it's Crooked's own Jason Concepcion, and joining him is Jon Favreau, Louis Vertel, Caroline Reston, and Kendra James. Jason Concepcion.
Yes, that's right. You know what that sound is? It's the drums, the hypnotic drums of Take Survivor, the game where only the strongest take survives. Joining us today, he is our boss, Jon Favreau, co-host of Pod Save America. Jon, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for having me.
She is a producer, one of the greatest producers that the world has ever seen. Caroline Reston, rest in peace.
Thank you. I was not aware I was on this segment with my boss, so regretting all my answers.
He is the co-host of Keep It, Louis Fertel, and he also, I understand he can name every Oscar winner ever. 1965 Best Supporting Actor.
1965, Martin Balsam in 1,000 Clowns. Who's great? If you ever seen Psycho, he plays the cop in it.
Is
and
it
he
not
used
Peter-
to be George Clooney's father-in-law.
Amazing.
Unbelievable stuff. And she is a senior producer here at Crooked Media. Kendra James. Kendra, how are you?
Hello. I'm shaken every time I hear him do that.
So here's how it works, folks. If you've ever listened to Take Line, the podcast that I co-host with two-time WNBA champion Ray Montgomery, you know how this game works, but here's how it works. There'll be 3 rounds, 3 prompts, 3 questions. Our contestants will give their takes. And then you, the stream team, or whatever we're calling the people in the chat, will then vote for the person who is booted from the island each round until we get to the finals, in which case you will vote for the winner. Everybody clear on what's going to happen here today?
One of the ruder games. People are actually eliminated.
It's a
Feelings will be hurt.
ruthless-
Stuff. It's okay.
It's Squid Game, all of that,
Right.
Battle Royale. You know what the deal is. Call of Duty Warzone. It's a lot like that. It's ruthless, and only one take can survive. First question: what is the best holiday gift? Is it a gift card? Is it a sweater? Is it some socks? What is the best holiday gift, John?
A puppy. Yeah. You're never going to ask for it, but if you get it, you're going to be really excited. You're going to keep it. You're going to be overjoyed even though you didn't think you wanted it. And it's going to be your friend for life. You should give people puppies.
Strong opener.
A large cost you will be incurring from that.
A strong opener once again. Caroline, since you have strong feelings about that, what is the best holiday gift? What is the best gift?
So I would say anything that's going to be impacted by the supply chain is the ideal gift. So what I mean by that is like something material, something you can own, something you can wear, something you can touch. And like, I know the holidays are all about like giving, and it's like the thought that counts. But if you're going to write me a DIY heartfelt letter, save it for Thanksgiving, bitch. The holidays are about asking the people you love to buy you shit. And why would you say no to that? Like, don't deny it. Accept it. Mom, if you're watching, go to stod-clothing.com. I want a new purse. Thank you so much.
Anything supply chain, microchips, anything that uses cobalt, that is what Caroline would like for the holidays. Louis, what's the best gift?
First of all, that was like a rap. I was like, I can't believe I just witnessed that. Second of all, my answer is among friends, which is fancy underwear. It's not something you're necessarily going to buy for yourself, and it brings you closer to your friends because you're both like, we're in this together. We want to look fancy. Sex is important to us. We got to look cool. We want to wear silk, but I don't want to buy that for myself necessarily and wait for that in the mail. So your friends looking out for you, being like, you know what? I know what like your cakes look best in, and I'm going to buy this for you. It's really intimate and friendly, and we all grow from it.
Wow.
Thong, the dong, dong, dong. Kendra.
Okay, so while he is my boss, I do have to directly disagree. I do not want a responsibility for Christmas. I don't want a plant. I don't want an animal. Nothing. What I want is for you to do unto me as I would do to myself, which means contributing to my Beyonce fund. I don't know how she moves. I don't know what her plan is, but I know that she will drop a ticket out of thin air. Give me money to contribute to that fund, or if she happens to do something in December, that's usually not her way. But if she does, I want that ticket. It must be VIP, and I would like to be in front of the stage.
Wow, Beyonce fund.
The vague idea of Beyonce occurring at any given moment.
Exactly. Well, you have to be ready. She demands preparedness.
Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App contribute to the Beyonce fund. You can do that right now. Let's go to the voting. This is democracy in action, folks, and direct democracy, not a republic. This is a direct democracy. If you, whoever you would like to see booted from this round of Take Survivor, please vote for them with hashtag their initials, so hashtag JF for Jon Favreau, our boss. I'm not suggesting you do that, I'm just saying. Hashtag CR for Caroline Reston, hashtag LV for Lewis, and hashtag KJ for Kendra James. Folks, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Jon Favreau who says, how would you like to feed something for 13 years and pick up its shit? Will it be Caroline Reston who says, supply chain, folks, you know why the air is so bad in Los Angeles? Because we've got all these container ships off the coast. Maybe that's the reason. She says, isn't that great? Let's contribute to it. Will it be Lewis?
That's accurate.
Who says, get me a thong, get me something lacy, some nice boxers.
It's also $700 less than a puppy.
Oh my, still a lot. Or will it be
puppies.
Kendra James?
There's free puppies everywhere.
Or it'll be Kendra James, who says, my Beyonce fund, that is the best gift. Tickets to Beyonce, the gift that keeps on giving. The votes are coming in now. Let's take a look. I can barely see it.
Tough for me.
And who has been ejected? Well, the first boot in this What a Year edition of Take Survivor is apparently Mr. Puppy, Jon Favreau. Jon, what do you have to say?
I'm getting you all a puppy. That's what we do.
Vicious.
Enjoy.
Democracy in action. Folks, it's time for round two.
Bye, guys.
Oh, bye.
He's crying. It's super weird.
It's very tough, much like a puppy after 14 years shuffling off stage. Folks, round two, are you ready?
Yes. Oh, that's just me.
What's the best holiday song? What's the best holiday song ever written? You can go back in time to something from the American Songbook. You can do something more recent. What's the best holiday song? Caroline, what's the best holiday song?
The best holiday song is NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Why is that song the best song? Because that song is fucking chaos. You can tell the NSYNC guys just wanted to sing Merry Christmas, and some studio exec was like, but what if we added Happy Holidays? And they're like, fine. If you go listen to that song, there are about 35 mentions, I counted, mentions of Christmas, 3 mentions of Happy Holidays. And what I love so much about this song is that it reminds us that the liberal assault on Christmas is real, and that's what I want to be reminded of every holiday season.
Can you sing the chorus?
Oh my God. Okay. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
And we're getting sued.
Woo!
3 mentions of Christmas there.
Lewis, first of all, 1949 adapted screenplay.
Adapted. Oh, All the King's Men.
Lewis, what is the best holiday song?
That's a good answer if you shop exclusively at Target. But I think a great answer for all time is We Need a Little Christmas from the musical Mame, because most Christmas songs are just about we're in the holiday season, it's nice, it's snowing outside. This is about the urgency of Christmas. We need a little Christmas right this very minute. I want it. You know what I mean? I want the gifts. I want the Veruca Saltness of Christmas. Right. You know, I earned gifts now. And also Angela Lansbury sings it, and I'm going to say she's a slightly more artistic singer than J.C. Chazé or whatever you were throwing down over there.
Wow, the best go thing.
Sorry. I'm hyperventilating.
Wow.
Nordstrom's,
Unbelievable
Lewis,
stuff. Angela Lansbury, serial killer from, what was her crime show?
Oh, Murder, She Wrote. She was
I'm telling you.
She was a mystery writer, but okay.
She was around a lot of murders. That's all I have to say about that. It's very, very suspicious. Kendra.
Yeah.
What is the best holiday song?
As you may be able to tell, I am Black, and thus the best holiday song is This Christmas. It is also the most versatile holiday song. You have a Fantasia version. You have the classic Donny Hathaway version if you just want soulful. If there's a marshmallow on your Christmas table or your Thanksgiving table, you have the Pentatonics version. You can also, if your Christmas is happening in hell, there's the Chris Brown version. There's something for everyone. So This Christmas, best holiday song, hands down.
Wow, folks. Let's take it to the voters once again. Stream team, you know what to do. You're voting for the person who you'd like to see ejected from the island once again. After round 2 of Take Survivor, you're voting with their initials, hashtag their initials. Who will it be? Will it be Caroline Reston, who says, NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Good song.
Will it be Kendra, who says this Christmas with a multitude of versions?
There are 30 versions. 30 of them. One
30
for everyone.
versions, Donny Hathaway, Fantasia, etc. Will it be Lewis, who says you want it, you need it, you need just a little Christmas?
The urgency is what's important, yes.
Who's it going to be, folks? The votes are coming in. Very exciting. Any least favorite holiday songs up here on the couch on the stage?
Baby, it's cold outside is
Yeah,
maybe one of
tough
them.
one.
That's sort of the
Tough
traditional lib answer.
Yeah,
But
tough one. Let's see. And then oh my gosh. Well, the people have spoken, and they have said Lance Bass, Justin Timberlake,
Lance ass. That's what it is. Yeah.
Joseph Fatone, JC Chazet.
This is disgusting. This is rigged. I don't like it.
GTFO and Sync. Caroline, what do you have to say?
I feel like all I have to say is everyone who voted for me is now deprived the joy of ever listening to NSYNC. You go to a club, you're not allowed to listen to NSYNC. You leave immediately. No more joy for you. Goodbye.
Wow.
Just two Jeopardy champions.
That's
No,
right.
not champions.
Yeah, two Jeopardy losers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that, folks, is how you go out with class. Welcome to the finals of Take Survivor. What a year edition. Please give it up one time for our finalists. Kendra and Lewis.
By the way, you didn't bring up the Patti LaBelle version on YouTube
It's
that
great.
she screwed up. You got to watch that on YouTube if you haven't seen it. She's wonderful.
Stream team, just going to remind you once again, we're going to be voting for the winner after this round. And here is our question. What is the perfect New Year's Eve celebration? The perfect New Year's Eve celebration. Lewis, let's start with you.
All right, here it is. Going to bed earlier than you ever have in your entire life. Don't even participate in the night. Don't drink a thing. It's 4:30, you're tired. Get into the bed. Sleep like this. Put your head between your knees. Don't hear a thing. Don't interact with anybody. Don't accept greetings. Don't text anybody. Don't look on Instagram. Don't get ideas for going out. Don't even remember what going out is. Just say, I'm a person who needs sleep. I'm going to get it now. And then I'll emerge in the midst of this horrible Kafka-esque tragedy we call January. Celebrating January. Think about celebrating January. That's what this holiday is. Say no.
Wow.
My birthday's in January,
See,
Lewis.
this is what I mean.
That felt personal. Kendra.
Yeah.
What is the ultimate, the perfect, the ideal New Year's Eve celebration?
Gotta say it's similar to Lewis. I'm at home. I'm alone. No one's bothering me, not even my husband. I'm ignoring calls from friends, relatives, loved ones, coworkers. No one's getting in touch with me. I'm in the tub. I have my iPad set up on the tub tray, and I'm watching the compilation video on YouTube of all the girls trying to hit that note in Astonishing from Little Women, the Christopher Columbus part. That's what I'm doing on New Year's Eve. That's ideal. I'm not watching anything on television. I don't need to see a ball drop.
Happy New Year's, everybody! Wow.
I'm
Let's.
34. What do you want from me?
Let's give it to the stream team. This is it. This is the big finals, everybody. You are voting for the winner. You are voting for your favorite take of what is the perfect New Year's Eve celebration. Will be Lewis, who said, "Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed right now. Go to bed early.
Coma.
Don't worry about FOMO. Don't open your phone.
No
Go-
FOMO. Coma. That's right.
Go right to sleep. You're going to wake up rested. Everybody's going to look like a zombie, and you're going to feel great. Or will it be Kendra, who very similarly said, also leave me alone, husband, you too. I'm going to be in the bathroom, in the tub, watching a compilation video of ladies singing the high note in Astonishing. Folks, let's take it to the votes. It's looking very close right now.
Not that close.
No.
Well, we're trying to pump up the suspense. And folks, the winner of the first annual What a Year edition of Take Survivor is, first of all, who won the 1938 Oscar for Best Actress? Best Actress.
Betty Davis, her second.
Louis Rattel. Louis. what do you have to say?
I think I said it, frankly. Feeling good, endorphins flying through me, up through me. I feel like a poem. I'm just full of feeling.
Well, folks, that has been it for Take Survivor. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. May all your 2022 months and weeks and days be perfect and ideal. Now over to some of our friends to tell us about their thoughts in the year to come.
No pandemic jokes. I don't want to see it in a movie. I don't want to see the pandemic on TV shows. Let it go. Like, let's get out of this moment.
Justice Breyer's 2022 will look a lot like his 2021, which is the inside of a pile of sand that he has stuck his head in.
I hope it's full of boating, maybe fishing. Maybe Justice Breyer and I could do a buddy comedy together. That'd be fun.
Lil Nas X. I mean, he had the biggest hits in the year 2021. He's sure of himself. He's the best troll on social media, and he's enormously talented.
Beyonce, obviously. And I'll be a fan like everybody else. I'm just praying to the gods that there's one more album coming out next year or the year after. And I hope that she blesses us with that.
So I always have this sinking feeling that the two most boring teams to me are going to make the Super Bowl. This year, that would be the Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. They both could make the Super Bowl. Who I want to win is the Arizona Cardinals because I am a big Kyler Murray fan.
The Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. These are bills that are supported by every Democrat in the House and in the Senate. And they are must-pass pieces of legislation in order to save our ailing democracy, which is under attack by the far right in this country.
Human rights, civil rights, healthcare, whether people can pay the bills, student loans. It's not a, I wish it was one of these things where like, oh yeah, we did that shit's done, but it's the opposite.
I think that mutual aid, where people pour into each other, where people figure out how to build community amongst themselves, I think that happened beautifully in June of 2020, and it's continued, and it reminded people that they actually have the power to organize, and I want to see more of that happen.
Nothing is as important as saving American democracy, as protecting the right to vote, because voting rights are preservative of all other rights, including the ability to get progressive legislation passed in this country.
Storytelling matters. Nothing can defeat a good story, and we have to be really good storytellers about what has happened under this administration and what is possible if we win. And I think we gotta just do that better, faster, crisper, so that aunts and uncles understand them. I worry that people are telling stories to the people on Twitter, and that is not representative of the people that vote.
1, 2, 3.
And we're back. Hey, I know it's live, I don't care. We're doing it again. And we're back. Noof, I have to say, I had a lot of fun tonight.
I've had so much fun tonight too, John. We're at $38,000.
Whoa.
But we want to keep going further than that. We've already posted 2 adorable photos, adorkable some might say, of Jon Favreau and Tommy Vietor. Love it. We don't know what this man's childhood looks like. It could look
Nobody
like any
knows.
number of things.
It's a mystery. 4 years earlier than now, there's nothing.
Yes, it's been wiped.
I appeared.
But if you want to find out, you gotta keep we gotta keep raising cash, cold hard cash, and I think we can do it.
Yep.
Especially if we want to get to 50,000 and see a special surprise between Lovett and Vietor that is gonna blow all our minds here in the audience. We might die. So to answer your question, John, I've had so much fun tonight.
Yeah.
I've had the most fun that a bare-armed mutant talking bird dedicated to voter registration could ever have. I'm so glad that someone left the window open for a couple minutes and I accidentally flew into this auditorium.
I am glad that you did that as well, and I am also sorry that I chased you around with a broom and a laundry basket.
It's okay. It's okay. I got thick skin. That's what it takes to get ahead in this world. And the holidays are all about forgiveness anyways.
You're so right, Noof the Eagle, which reminds me of a political article that I once read. Why, it's a really interesting article. That
Say, you there, boy. What day is it?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you. What's today?
Today? Why, it's December 7th. Also, you know my name. We worked together for many years. We were roommates next door to each other. I was at your wedding.
You don't have to be a dick about it. December 7th. I thought I'd missed it. Do you know the poultice on the corner? The one with the gigantic goose hanging in the window?
The one as big as me?
Hey, I'm standing right here.
That's the one. If you go buy it for me, I'll give you half a crown.
Can I use the petty cash?
Of course, it's December 7th after all.
I don't know why I trekked through the snow to get a goose when we got a perfectly delicious eagle right here.
All right, that sucks.
But sure, I guess I'll do it.
And why wouldn't you? It's December 7th, the most glorious day, Noof. The day when we get to announce how much money our audience donated to No Off Years. And we didn't even have to send ghosts to everyone's houses, thank God. We don't know that many ghosts. Can I get the envelope, please? Thank you, Noof. Thank you, Noof. We have raised $39,000 from 711 donations. Can we get $50? 50,000? Can we get 50,000 after we sing?
What? I
think you're up.
Oh. Thanks so much for joining us. Everyone watching the stream, thank you so much for your generosity. But before we say goodnight, let us leave you with a song. Please welcome to the stage Jenna Bird and the Crooked Media Gay Men's Chorus.
It's a December 7th miracle. AOC bless us, everyone. Here's a mic for somebody.
Come on in, everybody.
Hello.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. What a show.
Jenna
What a
Bird,
great
everybody.
cause.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Hello. All right.
Here we go.
All right, everybody. It's time to sing, okay? You
Wait,
can't
we're waiting
just
for
leave me to sing.
Tommy needs can we fly in the we need the music stand. It's gonna all work out. Everybody come on stage.
Yeah, come on up. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that note.
It's gonna be a C. Can we get a
think we're
can we get a
gonna
C
do
for Tre'vell? Can we get him? Mariah needs a C.
All right, everyone. I'm going to use. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. In the first month of this year, my timeline gave to me a mob in the heart of D.C. In the second month of this year, my timeline gave to me impeachment trial 2 and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the third month of this year, my timeline gave to me big stuck boat, impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the fourth month of this year, my timeline gave to me Biden's biting dog, big stuck boat, impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. With more gusto. On the fifth month of this year, my timeline gave to me J-Lo and Penn. Sign and tug, big stuck boat, impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. Y'all sound beautiful. On the sixth month of this year, my timeline gave to me whale swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Penn. Yes. Biden's biting dog, big stuck boat, impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the seventh month of this year, my timeline gave to me billionaires are launching, whale swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Penn. Biden's biting dog, big stuck boat, impeachment 8th month of this year, my timeline gave to me. Horse goo was selling, billionaires a launching, whales swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Ben. Biden's fighting dog, big stuck, vote impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the 9th month of this year, my timeline gave to me. Fake balls of swelling, horse who was settling, billionaires a launching, whale swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Ben. Biden's fighting dog, big stuck, vote impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the 10th month of this year, my timeline gave to me. Unions are striking, fake balls are swelling, horse goo are selling, billionaires are launching, whale swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Ben. Biden's fighting dog, big stuck, vote impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. In the 11th month of this year, my timeline gave to me. Britney Spears are freeing, unions are striking, fake balls are swelling, horse who are selling, billionaires are launching, whale swallowed a guy, J-Lo and Ben. Beautiful. Biden's fighting dog, big stuck, vote impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C. We made it, everyone. Last one. In the 12th month of this year, my timeline gave to me. No more Cuomo's, Britney Spears are freeing, unions are striking, fake balls are swelling, horse goose are selling, billionaires are launching, whale swallowed a guy. Everyone big, J-Lo and Ben. Biden's fighting dog, big stuck, vote impeachment trial 2, and a mob in the heart of D.C.
Thank you all so much for watching and donating from everyone here at Crooked. We have a final update.
Okay, we have very kind guys here on the stage because even though we did not reach 50K, we are going to do a little surprise. Nonetheless, you don't come here for mean guys, kind guys only in 2022.
Oh, God.
A while back, Jon Lovett told a little story about me giving him an awkward hug, and I just think you all should see what it looked like. So I'd like a countdown from 10, and I'm going to give my friend Jon, who I've been friends with and love for many years now.
This is our second hug.
Great big hug. Here we go.
Yeah.
8,
Wow.
7, 6,
So long.
5.
We should face
2,
each other.
4, 3, there you go, balls to balls.
Oh. All right. Thanks you all so much for watching and donating from everyone here at Crooked. Thank you to every person who helped us put this live stream together. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Imperfect Food and Bev. And thanks everybody for watching and for donating. Have a great night. Are we still live? Yay!